and that's targeting families. I'm like, okay, I get that part, but how do I find these people? So I had to sit down at the time, Mrs. Monrovic was the principal. I'm like, how do I find families that need my help? Sometimes that's the hardest thing to ask for, to take that step and say, I need help with something, no matter what it may be. So I just kind of asked my teachers to be my eyes and my ears. And I said, okay, if you see a child that you think may need some help, or a family that you know of, if they've said anything, let me be that person that reaches out. So it worked. They saw some families that might need some help. I reached out, I made those phone calls. I said, I know this is probably hard to hear, maybe even hard to ask for, but here I am. Here's what I can offer you. So it started out with a monthly food, non-perishable food that was sent home for families that might need help. It didn't suffice for the whole month, but at least got them over that hump that maybe they needed. And there were years that I had 25 families on my backpack program, and that was with families that I had children in Miller and Craddock, but these could have gone from preschool to high school, the children within my family. And there were years that I've only had 10 families, but there's a need. And so this started, and it was amazing. So I utilized those funds, and then the word got out, and the ministerial group in Aurora gave me some funds, PTO, so it just continued to grow, and I always say it kind of took on a life of its own, because whenever people need to get rid of things, even furniture, they'll call and they'll say, hey Tammy, can you get rid of this? I'm like, well, let me see who might need some help. So I find those places. And so now, year 11, I've kind of exhausted all of those funds as far as being able to send home non-perishable food items. I'm still able to help my families with winter wear, boots, hats, gloves, coats, whatever they may need, because I get lots of donations. The students who I help and support with that Project Backpack, I take care of their tie-dye shirts if they need the tie-dye shirt at Craddock when we do the end of the year with our art teacher, Miss Hickey. I supply Valentine's. Just anything that we normally take for granted, I'm able to help with. And sometimes you don't, and moms in the audience will love this quote, you don't ever want to admit your mom's right, but it comes a time in life when you are like, oh my gosh, you're so right. Probably within 2 years of my program, my mom's like, have you ever thought of sending things other than non-perishable food home? Like toothpaste, shampoos. I'm like, no, this is grant, I'm an educator, I was following the rules. My grant was written for food, that's what I'm sending home. Not a week later, I got a letter from one of my moms thanking me for the monthly food that I get to send home, and that how sometimes she doesn't know how they're going to make it. They don't have toothpaste or shampoo or paper towels, and I was like, oh, I'm like, Mom, you're right. Read this letter. But I was grateful for that, because then that was kind of that guidance that I needed, that, okay, there are some things that they need every month, too, that I take for granted. I have toothpaste and a stockpile of toilet paper and paper towels in my home. They're not able to do that by making ends meet. So that was also sent home once a month in the monthly food donations. So Susie called this year. I think we worked together last year as well, and talked about the community service piece of your program. And so I did have those few families that came and they, donated baskets at Thanksgiving or Christmas and different things like that. And so this year I'm in a different kind of unique position, because I've exhausted all of those funds of being able to send home non-perishable food items right now. And my families know that I'm helping, that I don't have that right now. I'm trying some different angles, writing some more grants, but I'm still able to help with any clothing or needs that they have. Because also at the end of the school year, I send home a basket full of clothes that I have, and my families never care if it's gently used. They're just grateful to get that, with things to be able to start the school year, as well as a backpack full of school supplies. So it's a constant kind of connection I have with them. So I do have another church that I've worked with for many years in the area that supply Thanksgiving meals. And I used to get Bob Evans up by Walmart, used to give me the farmhouse feast, I believe it was. They would have the donations that would come in as you would donate and you'd come in and visit their restaurant. And I could give that to my families at Christmas, knowing, okay, they've got something else to rely on over the holidays. That hasn't happened for a long time, and I kept thinking, thinking, how do I help them and make sure that they have some food stockpiled over the holidays, especially with that 2-week break when the kids are home. So I thought this was a great connection with Susie, is that you guys could help with that part if you're willing, bringing in non-perishable food items, or if you wanted to, adopt a family to give non-perishable food items to over the holidays. That would be a fabulous connection, and that's kind of like what I'm here to talk about today, is doing that piece. Or if it's just something that you want to do, like I still have a family that I don't have children anymore, that probably every couple months she'll bring in a bag of food and just drop it off, and Mrs. Barrett Craddock knows, okay, this goes to Tammy. Because it's, again, I feel like the program's taken on a life of its own, and people just keep donating, which I'm extremely grateful for, because I couldn't do it without the support of everyone, and I couldn't do it without the support of my teachers, being my eyes and ears, knowing if there is someone out there that might need some help. I don't know if you guys have any questions or suggestions or comments. Please don't be shy. If you want to know more information, or if you're not comfortable asking here, you can find me at school. Oh, my information's back here. That's fabulous. I didn't even know that. There I am. All of my information, if you know, and you guys know where to find me. So many of my little faces sitting in here today were so excited to see me. You know how to find me. I just appreciate that time and that consideration, and knowing that, this is one of the pieces of your puzzle and your program that you do. It's definitely something that I continue throughout the Aurora City Schools for our little ones. So thank you very much.
So for November, I'll be working with Tammy, and we will have a nice service project for Project Backpack Aurora. So you'll know where this is coming from, and there'll be more information in my newsletter. I hope you're getting my newsletter. If you're not, let me know. If you're getting my newsletter, please read it. And I think we're ready to move on for tonight's agenda. Okay. Oh, yes. I see, I told you. We have one little interjection here from Jill.
Hi everyone, I'm Jill Weiser. I'm on the Parish and Family Life Committee, which our mission is to serve the parish and family life here. So this fall, we are trying something brand new, a fundraiser for the youth ministry program, trying to raise some funds so that Jeff Bodis can really offer some quality programming for our high school teens, middle school a little bit, young adults, all those kids in those crucial years of that faith formation where we really need guidance, we need mentorship, all those things that we are hoping for our children in their teen years, to kind of keep them on the path that the Lord wants them on. So this fundraiser is called Friendsgiving. It's going to be a fun night. We're bringing in a comedy show that has lots of Catholic humor. If you've heard of Late Night Catechism, they have a traveling show that is a bingo night. So they're going to come in and entertain us. We're going to have food and silent auction. Right now, we are looking for event sponsors. So businesses, corporate sponsors, even personally, if you're looking at your year-end contributions, this is a great timing. It's November 16th is our event. We need those sponsors to offset the cost so the funds really all go to the youth. So I hope you can make it that night. It's going to be fun. And if you have any interest in sponsorship, please see me at some point today. I have the sponsorship packets with me. Thanks.
Okay. From here, we're going to break out into our classrooms by grade and review the discussion questions on the back page of the assignments. This should be parent-led, but our catechists are here for guidance. We're going to take about 15 minutes to go to your rooms and do your breakout sessions. There's papers in each room for our parent facilitator. Please step up and be a parent facilitator. I need you to take attendance. And as you turn in your homework, make sure, please, that your names are on your paper. Then, after about 15 minutes, I'll ring the bell, come on down, and we're going to do some trick-or-treating for the Rainbow Babies. We're going to be filling up, wait. We're going to be filling up a bag with probably more than 10 pieces because we've been so generous with the candy. So we'll take a look at that. After you fill up your bag with candy, you're going to go into the room, go trick-or-treating, come out. The orange papers are for the candy that has peanuts. The yellow are going to be peanut-free. Parents, be sure to express to your children that the note that you're writing to the children we're talking about today in our notes to the sick children. And if there's time, we will try and play Jeopardy. I'm now going to release you by grade. So 8th graders, you are in the upper quad. I'm going to ask 8th grade to go up to the upper quad. 7th grade, either choose room 206 or 205. 6th grade, you're going to sit in the hall by the kitchen. 5th grade, either room 204 or 203. 4th grade, room 105. 3rd grade, 104. 1st grade, room 103. No, I did not forget 2nd grade. Kindergarten, room 102.
It's 102.
2nd